everybody, it's been a little bit too long since my last fan mail, and it's, well, as you can see, started to pile up, so let's just dive right into all of this. This will probably be cut up into several different videos because, well, this is a lot of stuff. Alrighty, got a note. Alright, so this is from frequent fan mailer Daniel Skinner, as he's a big fan of the Percy Jackson series, and so really wants me to check out the show when it drops, and so sent Spy Kids as well as one of the books in the series, said that both of these were things that he grew up with. He hopes I'm able to check out the series, and I fully intend to. Okay. Stuff, we got Boys in the Hood and Friday. I've actually never seen either one of these two films. And I'm not sure why. It's like one of those ones where like, I probably should have seen that by now, but I haven't. Then we have the Vinny Villeneuve film, Enemy. I have seen this one, and I'll be rewatching it in the near future in preparation for a new film from him coming out soon. And, oh, this is pretty cool, the 4K of Rebel Without a Cause, the classic. I have seen this movie before, but it has been a while, so whenever I check it out next, I can see it in pristine 4K. Okie dokie. We got Weird Science, a movie I have seen, but it has been quite a while. And a double feature of Friday Night Lights and The Express. Now, here's an interesting deal. I have seen the movie Friday Night Lights, but I'm much more in the world of Friday Nights, the TV show, because it is an obsession of people in the town where I live, because the TV show Friday Night Lights was filmed, at least the pilot was filmed right around here, and in fact, the local high school stadium is in the opening credits of the show. Then we have Hugo, the Martin Scorsese film, and Rain Man, the drama from now over 30 years ago with Dustin Hoffman as well as Tom Cruise, back when Tom Cruise was a dramatic actor, not a daredevil trying to kill himself. Alrighty, now here's an interesting one. World War Z. I have read the book World War Z, but I've never seen the movie. And I like zombie movies, I like Brad Pitt, I liked the book. Somehow, I just missed the movie. So this jumbo edition, this is even got a book in there or something like that, can now solve that problem. Van Helsing, not the biggest fan of Van Helsing. Watched it for the first time earlier this year, did not care for it. Then we have Poltergeist, a movie I watched for the first time just a few years ago and really enjoyed. It lived up to its reputation. And so, very cool. And then we have, what is the... Okay, so I guess the 4-disc collector's edition of The Mist, a brutal film. Brutal Frank Darabont film. All right, then we have this one from Brandon Cartwright. Thank you, kind sir. Alrighty. Okay, we have a note. Alright, so first off, he drew a picture of me as a Peanuts character, which is pretty cool, with the I Talk Movies Too Much shirt and everything. Then he sent the Peanuts Deluxe Collection. My family definitely checks out Charlie Brown, Peanuts, Snoopy, not Scooby-Doo. We do check out Scooby-Doo too, but Snoopy very frequently. And this one having the Christmas special on it probably will be being used in the very near future. And then the Nicktoons Halloween and Christmas. I am not familiar with these. I'm not a SpongeBob person. Even this era of Nicktoons was after my time. So he had a couple questions for me. Question number 1, do you ever want to do more reviews with Chris Stuckman, the Flick Pick, and Jeremy Johns? So I've never done anything with Jeremy Johns. I've never met him. We've exchanged a few DMs. He knows who I am, but we've never done anything together, per se. I would be totally game to do anything with any of these people, video-wise, if they were interested. John Flickinger, as you probably know, we did a couple Comic-Cons together earlier this year. So we went to Cleveland together, spent a weekend hanging out with Austin Burke, which was a lot of fun, in particular because if you wonder, like, what on earth were we talking about? I was hanging out till 2 in the morning at the restaurant at the hotel. What were we talking about? It was me and John Flickinger letting Austin Burke know about index funds, retirement savings, the difference between a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA. I mean, it was like so classic middle-aged dudes trying to help the guy that's, you know, younger than us be responsible. And, well, I wish I would have started a little bit sooner. If I'd started sooner. So Austin, you got to get started. Sign up now. And if you don't know about investing, just get index funds and index. That's what we were talking about. But that was so much fun just hanging out with him and for that weekend. And then a week later, literally like less than a week later, Austin Burke, Flickinger, I, and several others were in Florida for MegaCon, and we did a bunch of panels together. They're on my YouTube channel. He was on my podcast a few years back too. So I would say I'm friends with the Flick Pick, and I've texted him within the last week or two. Like, we have texted within the last 2 weeks. Same with Austin Burke. We texted within just the last couple of days. Stuckman, I don't think I could describe him as a friend because I just don't know him that well. I've met him a couple times at Fantastic Fest. And so I met him back, I guess, 4 years ago there, and we talked for about 20 minutes. I sat next to him at a movie, so we talked, and he knew who I was, but, we talked 20 minutes. And then a year ago, he was at Fantastic Fest, and we spent kind of like, I didn't spend the week with him the same way I spent the week with the Flick Pick or Burke, but we were at the same film festival, so it was very common. The whole film festival was at one movie theater. So, like, we'd get out of the same movie, and then we'd walk into the lobby, and we'd like, what did you think about Terrifier 2? That was a literal thing that happened. We got out of Terrifier 2 at 3 in the morning, and we talked about it in the lobby with Chris Jericho standing next to us. And the guy that plays Art the Clown right behind the other one of us. So it was like that kind of deal, but like, so that's kind of how I interacted with him a good bit that week, but I don't have like an ongoing, connection to him. Of course, I've been watching him for 10 years. Jeremy John's been watching like over 10 years now. So same with Flippik. Watched them forever. So I would love to collaborate with them if they were interested. But I mean, keep in mind, Stuckman and Johns are 10 times my size or 8 times my size or something like that. They're much bigger. They've been around a long time. And Stuckman's making a movie. Like I've reached out to interview him in a couple other things on a couple of occasions, and he's very kind of open to it in the one sense, but he was also like, but I'm busy. Like I'm trying to keep my YouTube going. He's got twins that are by now, I think around 2 years old now. There's like we have twins in diapers. Whew. And he did that while he was making the movie, and he's still trying to finish the movie, and the strikes kind of messed with that a little bit. So he's just busy. So it's tough to make it with him. And that's a long answer to it, but I would love to. I tried to get him for MegaCon. I hoped I could get him for MegaCon, but he couldn't do it. Like, he's just busy. I thought that would have been cool if he could have come down. I wanted to do like a panel, and I was gonna see if I could interview him about his movie or something like that. That would have been cool. Like his first big interview or something, like My Own Ambitious Plans. It didn't happen. Would have been cool though. And his other one, do you believe in the Great Pumpkin? I think the real question is, does the Great Pumpkin believe in himself? I will leave it at that. Anyway, that was spent a long time on that one, but you got me a story I wanted to tell about some of these people. But I still have yet to meet Jeremy Johns. I also reached out to him to try and get him to come out to my panel in Portland. And, I couldn't make that one happen either, but I would love to. And I have reached out to the one that I've done stuff with. Obviously, I've reached out to, and the other two I've tried to make some more things happen, but they're bigger and they are very busy people with their own lives. Oh, fun! Oh, cool. So this is the 4K of The Little Mermaid, which a big hit in my household. So that should make me popular with the kids. Oh, gotta be. Not sure what's in this one, but I gotta be. Something's in here that I could slice, besides my finger. One of these days, right on camera, I'm gonna just slice my finger open. What is this fun getup we got right here? First up, we have a GameStop tote bag. Then we have... Oh, fun! Oh, cool. Then we have the Bad Batch t-shirt. clever, fun style. What size we go for here? We got here. 2XL. Woo! I'm a big guy. I'm not quite. 2XL's pretty big on me, but you can always wear a shirt that's too big. It's better than wearing a shirt that's too small.